And once you like to once you try to transmit your information, ideas or skills, or some emotions, then you can use to some kind of symbols to convey your message. So that what kind of symbol that you can use? You can use word, pictures, figures, graphs, images, something like that. That is the symbols that you are representing your ideas or your emotions or your skills. For example, you can see in the Facebook, Facebook introduced emoji in 2016, around two yes in around 2016. Zuckerberg introduced the emoji for the Facebook. So the people can transmit or express their emotions with using the symbols. So that's mean it's the one method of the communication. So that is the basic difference between the information and the use of symbols. So if you want to tell something, you can use to some method to express your idea. The method the method can be word, picture, figure or graphs. Hope you can understand these two definitions. Is it okay? Shall I move to next slide?
Okay, madam.
Yes. If you have any problem or clarifications, please ask. Huh? Okay. Okay. So now I am going to discuss about the definitions of the dictionary. The definitions of the communication based on the several kind of dictionary. What they are said about the communication. The first one is in the main, communication has its central interest those behavioral situation in which a source transmit a message to a receiver with conscious intent to affect the latter's behaviors. So this is basically based on the behavioral situation. So the transmit a message to receiver. So the laterous behaviors. So these definitions try to give some kind of idea what kind of effect that you have faced when you are using the communication. So that means you have effect or you have to change your behavioral situation, or you can change your behavioral action with using the communication messages. That is meaning of the behavioral situation. And also the imparting, conveying or exchange of idea, knowledge or information, whether by speech, writing or signing. These are similar to the previous slide second definitions. This definition is similar to that definition. The imparting, conveying and exchanging of idea. The imparting, conveying or exchanging mean you have to communicate or tell something to others. What you have to tell something to others? Idea, knowledge or information. What kind of symbol that you use? Speech, writing or signs. That's why I told you the second definitions is similar to the previous slide second definitions. So the third one is communications occur when one person or more sends and receive a message that are destroyed by noise occur within a context, have some effect and provide some opportunity for feedbacks, right? That definition introduce new things. What is the new things that definition introduced? Feedback. But other definitions are not going to grab their attention to the feedback, but these definitions talk about the feedbacks and noises. What kind of noises that we have to face once we are going to communicate? Have you faced any noise while you are going to communicate with others? In suddenly that I happen in suddenly in these my lectures I was faced in internet interruptions. So that is called as a technical barriers or technical noises. So what kind of noises that you have faced while you are going to communicate with others? Have you remind anything? Now you are in a mute mode. Hope you all are in your home. So once you unmute your microphones, your background noises are disturbed to your communication. So you can't convey your idea or emotions in clearly. So that is the barriers or noises of the sound or background noises. So if someone have a poor internet connections, so if she or he have to face some technical barriers, that mean technical noises or technological noises, that call takshanika bada, parisarika bada, environmental noises. If you are sitting on the garment factory, so you can't hear me properly. So that is the environmental noises. So someone listen to my lesson while they are walking, they are on their way to some buses or some noises cities, so they can't hear me properly. So that is the barriers of the environmental barriers. So if some government are not allowed to use the Zoom as a as a learning platform. For example, in China is not allowed Zoom. Uh, so if that is the barriers of political barriers, or they are legal and standard barriers, no? So that such kind of barriers we have to face while we are using to convey or express our idea to others. We have to face a lot of kind of noises. So reduce the noises is best for the communication. That mean you can grab the clear idea. And also the feedback is the very powerful or very needful things in the communication process. For example, Aristotle introduced the linear method of the communication. The what is Aristotle said? The communicator, that mean sender, message or receiver. That model is called SMR model: sender, message and receiver. That means the model is only based on the linear process. It is not have some kind of feedbacks. So this definition introduce some kind of feedback for the receiver. So receiver can get back to the sender. So that is very important things in the understanding of the communication, not the definitions of the communication. When we are consider about the understanding of the communication, it is more important. For example, that I am going to teach you what is the definitions of communication, what are the elements of communication, what are the models of communication. I lot of tell you lot of theories that related to the communication, but you cannot understand back to me. Sorry, miss, I couldn't understand what you said. So that is the constructive method in the communication. So if someone don't tell anything, oh it is not good, misken ahane එක එච්චර හොඳ මදි තේරුණා වගේ හිටියට කමක් නැහැ වගේ, if someone thinks like that, that is not the completed communication process. Because of that, I tell something to you but you cannot grab my ideas properly, so there is not happening the proper way of the communication. So the proper way is communication. If I am tell something to others, the others can understand in properly or and clearly what I am saying. Or if he or she cannot understand in what I am saying, so he can get back to me as a feedback process. So that's why the important things of the communication: noises, feedbacks, and convey and transform their ideas, emotionals, and the knowledge or skills, behaviors, something like that. Hope you understand this slide. Is it okay? If you have any problem, please ask me. Are you clear this slide?
Yes, madam.
Shall I move? Yes, okay. Yes. The communication in everyday life. So we cannot escape of the communication. So if you are trying to live alone with the any such kind of communication, that you cannot be a human. So human basic human needs is the we have to work as a group. That is the basic of the human. When we are consider of the history of the human nature, you can identify human try to always work as a team. So we called as a tribes, no. You heard that the age of the pre society ages, that the poor samaj, pre-society era, you can see most of there is a most of tribes gotra tibuna neda. So they are working as a team, they are working as a group. So no one try to develop as an individual. So every persons are work as a team. But in the 21st century, that means we are living in a modern world, or we every and each and every person try to develop as an individual. So it's going to fail. For example, like this COVID-19 pandemic, when we are consider the COVID-19 pandemic, so if one countries try to survive as a one nation, or one also as a one nations, or one country, but it's not happening. So each and every country have to get together, but it's not based on but it not uh, through all of the status of the countries. For example, in the United States, even they cannot come out a single idea about the every political parties. So and not only the every political parties, United States cannot get into to single idea about the every nations, or even. So they cannot. The United States වල මිනිස්සුව පවා එක තැනකට ගන්න බැහැ ඒගොල්ලන්ට. But scientific technology did it. Scientific technology did it. So but how can it happen? the international they formed international scientific communication. They established some international scientists to discover vaccine for this COVID-19. So it is not the only scientists for represent the American, not only the American. They have to grab all each and every corner of the country who are expert from the this kind of research. They collaborative and they work as a team. So they found the vaccines for the COVID-19 vaccines. Sorry, Lamai, there is some network interruptions. So I log into my university network. So it's going down time to time. Sorry for the inconvenience that you have to occur. Now it's clear, no? You can see my screen.
Yes, madam.
Second time. Okay, sorry. Right. We are talking about the community and the individualism. Community was individualism, no? I gave you the classical example of the COVID-19 pandemic situations. So this kind of pandemic, so all world work as a single point. No world can survive without uh, any other country's help. So that's why I want to tell you. But the political collaboration is failed on this kind of situation. Politically ඒගොල්ලන්ට බැරි වුණා එක idea එකක ඉන්න, but scientifically and technologically they have to work as a team. So in the capitalism mean pragdhanaya කියන එක, right? Capitalism always try to make humans individual. Because of that, it is easy to handle their policies and regulations. Why I told you, if you are working as an individual, they can easy to grab you if you are using social media. So there in India, you grab and you addicted quick. You cannot addicted that much of quick. So you have to talk with others, and you have to discuss with others, and you have to find a solutions, and you have to discuss the pros and cons about these addictions. So something like that, the individualism is not good each and every time. So collaboration is the most valuable idea of the enhancement of the society. So the communication always try to be persons, that mean communications always try to be handle people, work as a team. So that why call as mass communication. නේ mass communication කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි ළමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේ සමීර මම ලෙච් එකක ඉන්නේ, ඔයා එන්නකො රූම් එක පැත්තට. හරි 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 හරි. So we can identify the communication is at the heart of our everyday lives. From the moment we work in the morning to the moment we drift off to sleep, we are constantly in the process of communication. That the definitions I got from the Breck and Bennett and Wall's book. He published in 2002. The book is called Communication Studies, The Essential Introductions. The book is published by the Routledge. So that is the Beck introduced this theory in 2002. It is through in the 2021. So why I said that the communication is at the heart of our everyday life. So that's why I told you. So nobody can live without communicate with others. So for example, අපි ඔයාලගේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් එක අරගත්තොත් එහෙම කොච්චර අමාරුද පැයක් දෙකක් ඉන්න නේ. සෝ ඔයගොල්ලෝ නිකන් ඉන්නකොටත් ෆෝන් එකට මැසේජ් එකක් ඇවිල්ලාද එහෙම නැත්නම් එහෙම නිකන් ෆෝන් එක තියලා ගිහලත් ඇවිල්ලා බලලා යනවා නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් කාත් එක්ක හරි කතා නොකර එහෙම ඉන්න පුළුවන්ද? No, human cannot survive without the communication. That's why Breck call it as a heart of our life, everyday lives. And also අපි උදේ නැගිට වෙලේ ඉඳලා අපි drift off to sleep, අපි රෑ නින්දට යනකම්ම අපි කරන හැම දෙයක්ම හරි අපි කරන හැම දෙයක්ම communication වලට අයිති, right? So hope you can understand this slide too. Is it okay? Shall I move to next slide? Fatima? Teja? Yes. Okay. Right. Here are the examples of communication. Speaking, listening, and interact. So this kind of communication you doing in your day-to-day life. That's why I called you, not called me, in 2002, Beck called as a heart of human lives. So without speaking, listening, and interact with the people, we cannot live in the society. So the speaking, listening, and interact can happen several kind of modes. For example, face to face, on the telephones, and formal and informal situations. So you can speak, listen, and interact with others. And also you can use written languages. That is, for example, you can use the written language. So you can read or write letters, notes, reports, and shopping list, and also send and receive emails, or to surf the net. So that kind of written languages you can use to convey or express your ideas to others. And also you can receive we are the receivers of the message. So for example, once you walking in the walking no one hope you are all uh, go to the road, then you can see the traffic light on the road. So traffic light gives you idea about the behaviors of the people. So the traffic light force you to work in the time limit. And also the traffic light try to reduce and try to manipulate the things that you happen. So the newspaper headlines, billboard, and street signs, and also the shop windows, and the public announcement and traffic lights also, they are received of the messages. They are all kind of banners, posters are gives to you some kind of messages. That mean so you have to communicate with on the road or shops or some kind of shops like that. And also the media, mass media, and also the mass media as a source of message. So we can storage your messages to convey to others as an information and entertainment. For example, radio, CDs, or mini disc, television, DVDs, and newspapers or magazines. So you can use such kind of lot of sources that you can use to convey your message to one place to another place, or one person to another person. So you can use a lot of sources to your ideas. And also you can communicate with ourselves. That mean intrapersonal communication. When we think, consider, plan, or have a sudden moment of anxiety. So that mean, so now you are listening to my lecture. So you thought it is boring. Oh, you can thought now it is enough to listen to you my teacher's lesson, so I am going to log off my Zoom account and try to sleep. So that kind of anxiety come out in your mind. That is called as the communication with ourselves. So if one feel now I am thirsty, but you are not going to tell anyone, but you are think in your mind, I am thirsty. So something like that method we are calling as interpersonal communication. So we are think about in ourselves, communicate and communicate with ourselves when we think, consider, plan, or we have sudden moment of anxiety. And also the nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication means you don't need to use any such kind of words to express your ideas. You can use some symbols, images, graphs, charts, something like that method that you can use to convey your message. To that mean, for example, you know that the picture is appeared the Mr. Bean and Charlie Chaplin always used, not they are using words. No, they are using only their express to convey their messages to viewers. Viewers can identify what they said. So the board, the gestures and postures, even the way in which we occupy the space about us, are all method of communication, our attitudes, ideas, and feelings to the world as large. So these are the nonverbal communication. So interpersonal communication, that we are called communicate to ourselves mean intrapersonal communication. Communication to other person, that mean interpersonal communication. That mean involve two or three individual sign into each other using their voices, facials, and hand gestures and other signs that they use to convey meaning. So that called intrapersonal communication. So once you are sitting to your classroom, now you are sitting to your home. So once you are sitting to your classroom, once you are sitting in your classroom, if you are feel I am hungry, say you can hit to others and said, machang, I am hungry. So that is the mean, that is the call interpersonal communication. But you are think, yes, I am hungry, and you convey your anxiety. That means your intrapersonal communication. That then you said another person, that means interpersonal communication. So you convey your message, or your voice, your facial, or your hand gesture, something like that, right? That the another one is mediated interpersonal communication. Mediated mean we can use some equipments to communicate your message. Specialized type of interpersonal communication, that is assisted by the device. That's why I called you device or equipment, such a pencil, pen, computer, telephone, projectors, PPT, something like that. You can use some devices or some equipments to communicate your ideas to others. That is, then you can use some devices that is called as a mediated. Mediated mean you have some message to send others, but you haven't any mediated medium to send to another person. So that for example, um, you have a telephone, but you have no money, so you can't get a call to convey your ideas. So you have a device, but you have to mediated interpersonal communication are going to fulfill with the communicated with others. So these are the types of communication. And also intrapersonal communication, that is called an individual talking to himself or herself, that I call you ourselves. And a small group communication, communication among three or more individuals. Two, why they are calling as a three? Two is the interpersonal communication. The communication among three or more, that means two, three or more means small group. Two is the interpersonal. Three or more individual, that means small group communication. So we can discuss some group assignments. So our group have 5 or 6 members, so we are going to do the some small group presentation. So that is called as the group communication. And organizational communication, if we are considered as the Univotech as the organization, or University of Jayawardhanapur or University of Colombo as an organization, so interactive to individual in the formal working environment, that called as a organizational communication. And the public communication, so one person who speak to large number of people, that we are called as the public communication. So public communication in the classical examples of the political campaign, so we are going, so you can see a lot of voters are coming to the premises in the political parties, so they are convey their messages to their people who are going to vote their party. So that is called one person who speak to large number of people, that called as the public communication. So hope you can understand the types of communication. Anyone have a problem with that? Please ask me, student. Are you clear?
Madam.
Yes, madam. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, madam, we can see.
22 participants. Now 22 participants are there, no? Right. Are there any questions of the types of communication? I will give some brief conclusions about the types of communication. The basically human and animal communication. These are the basics of the communication. So we are only consider about the human communication, but in the communication studies, some of expertise are um, studied about the animal communication. For example, Pavlo is the uh, very famous researcher related to the animal communication studies. Pavlos developed a lot of theories related to the animal communication, but in this year course unit, we are going to discuss about only the human communication. So human communication, we can divide it into two parts. First one is the verbal communication, and the second one is non-verbal communication. So in my second slide, I explained you to understand in communication with the emotions, ideas, words, something like that, the how we can transmit or convey our ideas to others with using words, that means verbal. Or non-verbal means you can convey your ideas, message, or your skills to other persons with using symbols, expressions, like that. That is called as the non-verbal communication. For a classical example, I will explain you. So if you are fall something, if you are fall with love in another girl or boy, you can express your idea by word or by expressions. No, so you can express your emotion to others by using words. So you can say I love you, something like that, or I like you, or something like that. So that she or he said, oh, like you, that mean not only I am going to marry you, but it's another case. So what is the meaning of do little? Dilshani? Dilshani, I couldn't get your point. Dilshani? දිල්ෂානවා කියන්නේ මට හිමින් කරගෙන යන්න කියලාද මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ වා කියන දේ පුතේ. Animal communication. All right, I will explain. The human communication, what is the difference between the animal communication and human communication? That is the basics of the human and animal communication. Animal cannot imagine anything that the animal have to occur. So, for example, if some children try to catch the fire to using their fingers, so children can understand it. Once he put their fingers into the fire, it will get burned. So, but animals couldn't understand that kind of scenario. So මේ කියන්නේ ළමයෙකුට ගින්දරට අත දාපුවාම එයා දන්න එක පිච්චෙනවා කියලා. හැබැයි සතෙකුට එහෙම එයාට එහෙම අදහසක් නැහැ ඒක පිළිබඳව. එයාට ඒක ඉමේජින් කරන්නත් බෑ. එයාට ඒක එකපාරක් වුණොත් එයා නැවත ඒ විදිහම එකක්. sorry, some kind of similar situations the animal face, so they are reacted the similar actions or reactions for the similar situation. But the people or human are not like that. Human are faced the different action or reactions for one particular situation. So that is the difference of the human and the animal. Animal couldn't think about the future, or animal couldn't think about the imaginations, but people can think about the what happened if I am done these things, what happened in near future. So something like that. But animal is not happening. ඒකනේ කියන්නේ ඔයා සතෙක් වෙන්න එපා කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ සතෙක් වෙන එපා කියලා කියන්නේ අපි දන්නේ අපි කරන දේ ප්‍රතිඵලය මොකක්ද කියලා. But human knows that. But animal don't know. But in the Paulo have a lot of researchers regarding to the animal communication. Paulo mostly use some chimpanzees and also he used some animals to test in his animal communication experimental. So he introduced a lot of theories about the animals. So in this course unit, we are considered about the human communication. So human communication basically we can divide it into two parts. First one is the verbal communication, second one is the non-verbal communication. For example, I told you ඔයාලට ගිහින් කියන්න පුළුවන් මම ඔයාට ආදරේ කියලා වචනෙන් කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. බස් එකේ යන ගමන් චුට්ටක් අතින් අල්ලලා හරි එහෙම නැත්නම් මූණෙන් කියලා හරි ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න පුළුවන් මම ඔයාට ආදරේ කියලා. So that is the difference between the verbal and non-verbal communication. And also the verbal and non-verbal communication we can consider as a one part. So we can divide it into as a 5 categories. The 5 categories is called as the types of communication. The types of communication we can elaborate as a 5 key elements. What is the types of communication? The first one is interpersonal communication. Intrapersonal communication means you can communicate by your own self. Say you feel I am hungry, but you are not going to tell anyone to your feeling. So it is your inner thoughts. So that is called intrapersonal communication. Interpersonal communication is the second one. So you can convey your messages, or you can convey your ideas, or you can convey your emotion to another person. That means interpersonal communication. And the group communication mean you have to face some group. There is a 3 or more people get together, so we called as a group. So it is identified as the group communication. So organizational communication is not only that kind of situation. Organizational mean is such a kind of bodies are going to involve to communicate a lot of people. It is similar to the public. It is similar to the public communication, but not only the that mean not the organizational communication or public communication are similar, but the scenarios and the context is sometimes of similar. So organizational is only for the within the organization, but public communication is the not the within the organization. You can participate any such kind of lot of organization into one place. So people can convey one person who speak to a large number of people. The large number of people it's some kind of different organization, but organizational communication mean they they are communicated within the organization. That communication methods called organizational communication. So intrapersonal communication, interpersonal communication, group communication, organizational communication, in a mass communication. Mass communication is similar to the public communication. So one channel says one things to all each and every corner of the country. People who are living, they can grab the one message from one channels. So for example, එක නාලිකාවකින් යම් දෙයක් කිව්වට පස්සේ ඒක මුළු ප්‍රදේශයකම ඉන්න ජනතාව ඒක identify කරගන්නවා. So that's we are calling as the mass communication. Intrapersonal communication, interpersonal communication, group communication, organizational communication, public or mass communication, and in the current scenario we are discussing about the universal communication or global communication, someone called as a cyber communication or digital communication. That's mean digital era. So we are considered as the whole world in a one place, and the whole we are connect to the world in a one point. So in this context we cannot ignore the persons who are invented the satellite. Arthur C. Clarke, he's the first experimental done by these concepts. That is the universal concept, and also the Marshall McLuhan introduced the global village concepts for the people, and also the electrical cells concepts. So that mean people are living in an electrical cell in the digital era. So that kind of theories are developed by the expertise to related to the communication studies, the universal communication incident or one particular scenarios is not only the individual's experience or not only the lonely experience anymore. Because of that, we have to deal with the nations, deal with the all nations and a country in a one time. So we are delivering our message in one place to another place, in one place to another place, each and every corner of the world. So that is called as the global communication or universal communication. But some students and some are identified as a global communication is the American communication or European communication. It's not true. Global communication means the world as work in a one team. The world work as a communicate as a one team. It is a centralized process to communicate to others nations. So at the moment, for example, now you can know what happened in the America, what happened in the Syria at the moment, what happened in the Pakistan, and what happened in the Suez, something like that. Every ideas you can get into you with using the global medias. So that is the types of communication. Hope you can understand in the types of communication. If there is any problem, please ask me. Have you crystal clear about the types of communication, or if there is any problem? Lamai?
Clear, madam.
It's clear, no?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Now we are going to move the process of communication. We are described definitions of communication, general definitions of communication, examples of communications, types of communications. Now I am trying to grab your attention to the process of communication, right? Which kind of process that the communication has. Definitions of communication. Definitions of communication emphasizing on process. We identify the definitions of communication. What is the basic is process. Process mean if you can identify the process is something happen. That mean the communication we are consider as the communication is a process. We input something, we input our knowledge, we input some incident, we input some news, and then it going to the process. That mean the news information and your ideas are going to processing method. So the computers something like that, then we are feed to data into the computer, and computer processor is going to process the data, and data will gives the ideas about the output of the process. So that is the same thing happening on the communication. We are putting a lot of information into the society, and society will go into the process, and the processing is come out with the some outcomes. That mean input, process, and output. So that is the method of the process of the communication. So communication is all the procedures by which one mind can affect another. This is the Shannon Weaver in 1949. Shannon Weaver is the famous expertise related to the communication studies. You met him in later part of the communication models, but in this slides I introduce him as the emphasizing on the process of the communication. He told communication is all the procedures by which one mind can affect another. So if you are tell something to the society, you are input the lot of things into the society. Society is people who are living in the society, their mind can be changed, or can be changed or cannot be changed, but the effect of the communication, that is a process. Process is something happening. The process that the politicians are gives their political views to the society. The peoples are think, this political party is good, now I am going to this political party. No, 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 it is not good. This political party is good, no. So that is the difference, is the effect to mind can affect another. It is happening with using the data or information. Oh, that mean basically communication, right? That is why Shannon Weavers are going to explain to you the communication is harm to the people, or communication is can be work as a positive or no, negative way. Because of that, it is affect to one mind can affect to another. So one mind said something, it is can affect to another one. So that is the it is the level of the Shannon Weaver's definition is based on the process of the communication and the levels of the mind. And the second one is George Gabner. Gabner is 1969. He introduced based on the process, communication is social interaction. Social interaction. So social interaction means we are living in not as individual persons, we are living in the society. So we have engaged lot of social activities while we are living in the society. So what kind of actions that we are going to do while we are living in the society, we can use lot of symbols, lot of messages, and lot of ideas, lot of beliefs. We are interact to others. So that is the governor introduce the communication as a process. He identifies a social interaction methods, but the weaver identify as a affected methods to mind. But Gabna identified as social interactions method. So these are the tools, are the process, these are the actions that can happen in the society. And also Goya in 1970, Goya introduced some explanations about the based on the process. Communication is the sharing of experience, observable as the extent to which the response to of a generator or perceivers are systematically correlated to reference stimulus. What is he said? He said in 1970, after the governors and the Emery's all then agrees definitions, he introduced some methods to sharing of experience and observer. So that is the process is correlated. That means correlationships. He tried to introduce some relationship with the responders and the senders. So he introduced some systematically correlated. Correlated mean it is culture to culture, religion to religion, beliefs to beliefs, ideas to ideas, or ideas to beliefs, ideas to religion, something like that. So it is correlated with the one within a one subject or with the another subject. So the relationship so develop some kind of the relationship between the experiences observable as the benefit of the sharing information. So it is developed the constructive methods to develop to correlations within the society. So as a process, he introduced to correlationship in the communication. And the Emery Alden agree in 1963, he introduced the same things to the transmitting process. So that is the process is the transmitting to from one person to another person. So that is the basic generalizations theory of the communication. And the human communication is a dynamic process. Dynamic mean is it can be changed anytime at the any place, right? There is a dynamic කියලා කියන්නේ වෙනස් වෙනවා කියන එක. හරි. එතකොට human communication is a dynamic process in which people attempt to share their thoughts with other people's thought to use of symbol or particular settings. So in the context we can identify the now for example, I will give you a classical example for these Samovar definitions in based on the process of the that mean emphasizing on the process of the communication. Let me give to some classical example to understand in what is the meaning of the this definition. We are consider the war affected people. How war affected the people who are living in the war affected areas, they see about the war in a different way. So if some people are not experiencing the war, so he or she might be thought in the uh, drastically different way. So that is the difference, and the that is the particular settings gives the ideas of the communication. And then it is based on the people who are living in this context. So if some people are living in Jaffna or some war affected areas, Mulatiu, Vaunia, something like that, these people have bad experience about the war. But if some people are living in the not affected not war affected areas, so uh, they have no experience, or they have no clear idea about it. Because of that, he or she not face that kind of situation, so he cannot imagine that kind of situation. So that is the basic understanding of communication. So in the peace or reconciliation process, that is in the Sri Lanka, not only the Sri Lanka, but lot of those countries are try to understanding or try to reconciliations their society or their nations with using the language. Because of the language is the lot of peoples are a lot of peoples are thought language is the barriers of the ethnic harmony. But I am not thinking like that. Language is not the major part of the harmony. So people can express their idea without the language. So harmony is the people who are work together. In the current scenario, I can peoples are work as a number, but people are not work as a harmony. So they are trying to expand their groups, but they are not trying to expand the harmony within the society. They are trying to expand their groups, which people are think their ideology, and their beliefs, their ideology. They are trying to expand that such kind of group, but they are not try to expand the harmony of the people. So that's why people are going to affected, or people are going to cause that kind of situation in the current society. නේද? අපිට යුද්ධ නවත්ත ගන්න හරි බැරි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ, අපි හිතන්න පුරුදු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අපිට ගොඩ වැඩි කරගන්න එකෙන් විතරයි නේ. අපේ නම්බර්ස් ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි කරගන්න එකෙන් මිසක් අපි ඒ හාමනි එකක් සඳහා කොච්චර දෙනෙක් එකතු වෙනවද කියන අදහසකින් නෙවෙයි නේ. එතකොට අපේ අර particular situation එකට අනුව, එහෙම නැත්නම් අදාළ තත්ත්වයන්ට අනුව අපි දේවල් තේරුම් ගන්නේ නැහැ ඇත්තටම. ඉතින් එතකොට එතනදී communication වල process එකේ යම්කිසි ආකාරයක ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා. So and the emphasizing on symbol. First is the definitions based on the process. The second thing is based on the symbols. Now you know that communication is the transmissions of information, ideas, emotions, skills by the use of symbols, word, pictures, graphs. It is the act or process of transmission which is usually called communications. That mean you can use to convey or transmitting your idea one person to another person. You can use some non-verbal communication methods to convey your message. That mean you cannot use the sounds. You can use some words, pictures, graphs, images, symbols, like that. Collections of symbols that appear purposefully organized, meaningful to those sending or receiving them. So for example, have you ever seen that the short films called Black Hole? If someone not seen that short film, you can surf the net and find the name of Black Hole. It is not used any such kind of words, but it gives thousands of ideas to the viewers. So with using the symbols. So if someone is not seen that movie, the short movie, it plays around 2 or 3 minutes. Search as a Black Hole. Black Hole. The movie is called Black Hole. It is the classical examples who people are gives the thousands of ideas he tried to convey with using the symbols, that is body languages, its expressions, something like that. Then also similar things happen in the Charlie Chaplin's movies, and he used the symbols to and the nonverbal communications to convey the his ideas to the viewers. Then viewers can get a lot of ideas to consume that kind of such movies. uh, and the major elements of communication. Hope you can understand. තේරෙනවද මෙතෙන්ට එනකල් ළමයි? පැහැදිලිද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට?
Yes, madam.
Right. Now we are going to discuss about the major elements of communication. What is the major elements? Major elements means without these things we cannot do the communication process properly. So what kind of elements that we are using to communicate to one person to another person? First one is the medium. Second one is the channel. Third one is the transmitter, receiver, noise, and feedback. Once I told you the linear. So after that, the communication expertise develop the communication theories to consider the feedback and noises of the to adhere with the communication process. So these are the 6 elements is the major elements of communication. So you can refer a lot of books that I gave you in my first lesson. In the medium, channel, transmitter, receiver, I told you to search Google and find the book of called Communication, written by the Marshall McLuhan, and I propose to you to refer to Understand in Mass Media. The book is published by the Routledge. So that kind of books are very valuable to understand in about the vast knowledge of the communication. So in my lectures, I will try to give some I will try to give some brief outline of the syllabus, but within 15 days we cannot completed the communication module. So in my university it is taken 4 years for the complete the communication special degree program. So within the one semester it is too hard, but I will try to do my best to give you some brief outline of the communication. So this is the major elements of the communication. So so we can discuss so we can discuss the communication model. The communication model, the basic is the messenger. So you can see messenger have a message, and they have message is going to this linear methods, and the receiver here is the feedback method. So get back to again to the messenger, right? Here are the channels. So you can convey your idea with using the electronic gadgets, that mean mediated communication. I discuss about with you mediated communication. That mean we can use some equipments or devices to communicate our ideas or our thoughts to another person. So receiver is there. So you have a message, that mean you have a messenger or you have a sender. So then the message go with the using this medium. That mean medium is called channels, and then it's going to the receiver. When while it's going to the receiver, before going to the receiver, we have to face a lot of noises that I discuss with you. For example, technical noises, environmental noises, background noises, something like that, and language, no language issues, something. That kind of noises are interrupt to your message to convey to the receiver in proper way. But the if receiver got your message, if receiver cannot understand in clearly, receiver can get back to the sender or messenger, right? He can ask, and that process is called feedback process. So that is the basic model of communication. So first thing is source. The major thing is source. So please, the source is mean මූලාශ්‍රය කියලා කියනනේ. අපි fact එක මොකක්ද කියන එකනේ. The source is organized or originator of the message, persons or several people. Where this message come from, that is the mean of source. So no, then these days you can heard some message about the Myanmar incident. So Myanmar incident. So that is, you think about what is the source. That mean where's this news come from? The originator of the message. It must have to the communication message, originate of the message. It may be person or several people or several incident or several situation or several newsletters, something like that. But anyhow, we have to have a source. Because of that, once we are delivering our and broadcasting our news into the public society, then society may get back to you where you find this source. So you have to prove them, this is the place that I found this news. So otherwise, no point. You as a journalist, you have no point to survive as a journalist in your field without a source. If you are convey a message, or if you are transmitting anything without using any such kind of source, but you are not want to disclose the source, but you have to have a source. But if someone argue with you, you can disclose it. But some sources are not going to disclose. It is the request of the sources, given the sources people. But it's not into the legal point. You have to disclose your sources if someone asks you. So that is the meaning of the source. So originator of the message, it may be a person or several peoples or some several incidents or some several situations. So that second thing is in encoding. You see some incident. So for example, the source, you see some source incident, then you have to encoding it into yourself, a process by which the source translates the through an idea perceived by the human senses, sight and sound, smell, taste and touch, creates or encodes a message in anticipation of its transmission to a receiver. When the source is an individual, the encoding goes in the individual's brain. So, hope you can understand. There is a situation or there is a person are going to tell something about the incident. So, he is the sources, but you are the journalist or you are the sender. First thing is you have to encoding it into yourself and understanding into your brain. So your encoding goes into individual's brain. First thing is before the transmitting to the receiver. You are encoding into yourself. Then you are transmitting to another. So your transmitting process is performs the physical activity, sending out the message. It may be telephone, internet, radio, CD, DVD, televisions are mediating technology, transmission, distribution, or receptions of message. So we have a source, then we are going to encoding it and then transmitting. While we are going to transmitting or receptions of the message to the receiver, we are using medium and channels. Medium and channels. That mean medium and channels called the pathway through which the transmitters and all features of the message, sight, sound, smells, or touch. Channel is narrower, telephones, email, something like that. Any such kind of medium or channels that you are using to transmitting your message to receiver. That process is calling decoding. That means the transmitted impulses must be covered to sign that the brain can perceive as meaningful. In interpersonal communication, the decoder is the brain. The decoder is the brain. Encoder means then you see the source, then you grab the idea into your brain and you're transmitting with using the medium or channels. That means you are decoding to the receiver. Receiver get into his attitudes, his beliefs, and his ideas. So with using his brains. So that's decoding methods then come into the receiver. The person gets the message, intended receiver or another receivers together. Some kind, it may be an individual or group of people, something like that. Decoding. Then feedback. That feedback, the receiver is cannot get that message properly. He can get back to the sender. The receiver respond to the message with what the sender perceive as a message. Not always take place immediately. Mediate interpersonal communication. That means feedback means so you can get back the, for a classical example in the television programs, if you are requesting some songs to call them television or radio channels, so you criticize some programs, something like that. That is the feedback of the program. You can the sender say something, but you have any objections, you can call to the media channels and give your feedbacks to them. So that is the basic of the feedback process. And the noises is that I teach you, that I taught you, environmental, mechanical, and semantical sounds that interferes with the delivery of the message. That environmental noises come from the setting where the sources or receivers are communicating. That is the basic of the noises. So this is the main no, that the settings, locations, occasions, and time. It's also based on the systematic and the number of people, which the number of people also affect the flow of communication. For example, we feel uncomfortable to give a formal public speech, so that is the systematic. Some people are lazy to go to the deliver their speech on to the public, formal public speech. That is the number of people. And the cultural settings, the rules, values, norms, traditions, taboos, and customs of a cultural all affect other areas for the communication systems. So the communication we can identify as a system based on the culture, number of people, time, occasion, location, and setting. So we identified communication as a system based on the setting, location, occasion, time, number of people, cultural settings. So then we move to communication involve making interferences. Right? Communication involve making interference. Interference, that means no direct mind to mind contact between people. We cannot access the thought and feelings, but we can only interfere what they are experiencing. So communication involves making interferences. Interferences mean, so communication can interfere with the experience of the other people. You make inferences from a single word, from silence, from long speeches, from simple head nod, and from glance in our directions or away from us. Interference. That means you have to do the some simple signals. Others can identify it with the experience. So that mean අපි ඔළුව වනලා තේරුණයි කියලා කියනකොට අනිත් අයත් ඔළුව වන්නකොට අපි දන්නවා ඒක making sense, making interferences. අනිත් අයටත් තේරුණා. ඒක හැමෝම ඔළුව වනන්නේ තේරුණයි කියලා වගේ හිතනවා. ඉතින් නමුත් සමහර රටවල ඒක වෙනස්. හරි, what we know and feel remaining inside of us unless we communicate. Some cultures share a common pool of history and many similar experience. They know what their partners and feeling and thinking. So making interferences, that mean involving making interferences mean others know what you are thinking and what you are thought about the similar situation people who are living in. That is the making interference to others. So then communication is self-reflective. Communication is self-reflective. That means emergence refer it to the idea that human beings think about themselves and reflect on their past, present. We can watch, evaluate, and alert our performance as a communicator at the very instant we are engaged in the act. That is called communication is self-reflective. That means as a mirror, you know what you are going to do and what you are going to process, that kind of situation. So that is the self-reflective. And the communication has consecutiveness. Consecutiveness means so we have to all of our message affect someone else to respond the sounds and actions of other. Someone send you a message by asking direction to the library. Your response is to say it is on your right. You might point to the library. For example, the US doesn't spend enough money on higher education, and you only think about this statement, but you still respond in, but not have to be observable actions. That the consecutiveness mean it's based on the particular situation. So if someone asking you to directions of the library, it's so easily you can point your fingers to the library. But the some statements, the US government has not spent enough money to the higher education. So it is the statements, but you cannot convey of this message because of that you haven't any ideas about this context. You have to observe and then identify it. So that is the meaning of consecutiveness. There is some each and every situation, each and every incident, each and every news, each and every information have their own consecutiveness. So we have to adhere with the consecutiveness levels of the communication. So for these are all the examples of the consecutiveness. And the communication is the complex. Why is the complex? Not the simple. Communication is not the simple. Because of that, there are so many cultures in the world. So we have to have some idea about the others cultures. Apart from the others cultures, behaviors, tradition, taboo, something like that, we cannot understand and get the clear idea and the proper idea about their own cultures. Because of that, communication become even more complex when culture dimensions are added. When considers the communication as a one part, in culture add into the communication, it complex. And gestures, in one culture your smile is a casual manner form a greeting. Whether සමහර රටවල අපි hina වෙන එකට එක විදියකට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්, සමහර අයක වැරදි විදියට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් අපේ gestures. හරි, so අපේ itinerary, right, අපේ itinerary එනකොට another reasons why communication complex, that people are අපි හැසිරෙන අපේ itineraries වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි communication can be identified as a complex method. So if you have any questions, so we can discuss about your questions. So now I am concluding my today topic. I am going to discuss I already discussed with you the definitions of communication and the general definitions of the communication and also examples of communication. Types of communication. We identified 6 types of communication and the major elements of the communication. We described the major elements of the communication, the sources, encoding, transmitting, channels and medium, decoding, sender, noises and feedbacks. That the measures of the communication and the principles of communication. Principles of communication is basically we describe as the it is based on the emphasizing process and the symbol. Then we discuss about it as a dynamic process, it has a systematic process, it has a symbolic process, it has a consecutiveness, and also it has a complex process. So that is the concepts that today we are going to discuss in today class. So if you have any question related to the today lecture, so you can ask now. Right, I will upload it. I will send, not the uploaded, I will send my PPT to your email. So then you can download it and you can download it and go through. So while you are went through your PPT, if you have any question, please note down in your notebook and we can discuss in the next class on Monday. In the same time and don't forget to put your name and registration number into the chat box because it's necessary for the marking attendance sheets. So please uh, kept on the chat box. So if you have no any questions, so we can conclude our session. Shall I?
Okay, madam.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will give 5 minutes to put your names and index numbers to into the chat box. Then I will leave this meeting. Okay. Thank you very much to participation and be patient on these lectures. And we will meet on next Monday at the same time, 8:30. Okay. See you meet on next Monday. Okay. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Jai Deva.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you, madam.